The 5 Laws of Gold. Wealth Lessons from the Richest Man in Babylon. Have you ever wondered if there's a timeless formula for building wealth? What if ancient wisdom could unlock the secrets to financial stability and success? In 1926, George S. Clason published The Richest Man in Babylon, a book of parables offering invaluable lessons about money and wealth. These lessons, told through the experiences of the richest man in Babylon, Arcad, have become pillars of financial wisdom that are still relevant today. In this video, we'll break down the 5 laws of gold, rules that, when followed, can help you grow your wealth and secure your financial future. Let's dive in. The story of Arcad and his friends. The story begins with Bansir, a skilled chariot builder, and Kabi, a talented musician. Despite being the best at their crafts, they found themselves struggling financially. Frustrated by their lack of wealth, they sought the wisdom of their childhood friend, Arcad, the richest man in Babylon. Arcad, unlike his friends, had amassed great fortunes. He spent liberally, gave generously to charity, and yet his wealth kept growing. How did he achieve this? Arcad shared his story, revealing that he, too, was once poor. He worked as a scribe, copying clay inscriptions for a rich man. One day he made a deal to learn the secrets of wealth in exchange for his labor. The rich man taught him a simple yet powerful principle. A part of all you earn is yours to keep. This lesson became the foundation of Arcad's wealth and is the premise of the 5 Laws of Gold. Pay yourself first. Arcad's first and most important lesson is to set aside at least 10% of your earnings for yourself. The principle. Gold comes gladly to any man who puts aside not less than 1/10 of his earnings to create an estate for his future and that of his family. The modern lesson. Pay yourself first before spending on bills, rent, or entertainment. Why this works? Many people claim they don't have enough money to save. However, when you carefully analyze your expenses, you'll often find unnecessary expenditures like frequent dining out or subscription services that you don't use. Actionable tip. The moment you receive your paycheck, transfer 10% to a savings or investment account. Over time, this habit will grow your wealth and provide a safety net for emergencies like medical bills, car repairs, or job loss. Start small if needed. Saving even 5% is better than nothing, and gradually work your way up to 10% or more. Consistency matters more than perfection when building this habit. Make your money work for you. The second law emphasizes the importance of investing your savings wisely. The principle. Gold labors diligently and contentedly for the wise owner who finds for it profitable employment. The modern lesson. Once you've saved enough, don't let your money sit idle. Invest it in ways that generate passive income. How to do this? Explore investment options like real estate. Buy rental properties for steady income. Stocks and bonds. Invest in diversified portfolios for long-term growth. Businesses. Fund ventures that offer solid returns. Key advice. Always research before making investments. Treat your money as little soldiers. Send them out to work and bring back more wealth. Even small investments, when consistently nurtured, can grow into significant assets over time. Seek wisdom before investing. Before making any financial decisions, seek advice from experts. The principle. Gold clings to the protection of the owner who invests it under the advice of men wise in its handling. The modern lesson. Don't rely on gut feelings or uninformed opinions when investing your hard-earned money. Why this matters. Many people lose money because they invest based on tips from friends, co-workers, or even social media influencers. Without proper research or guidance, these investments often turn out to be scams or poor choices. Actionable tip. Consult financial advisors or seasoned investors before making significant financial moves. Just as you wouldn't trust an amateur to perform surgery, don't trust unqualified sources with your finances. Additionally, educate yourself by reading books, attending workshops, or taking courses on investment strategies. The more you know, the better equipped you'll be to make sound financial decisions. Avoid investments you don't understand. Arcad warns against investing in unfamiliar ventures or areas where you lack expertise. The principle: gold slips away from the man who invests it in businesses or purposes with which he is not familiar. The modern lesson: if you don't understand how an investment works, don't put your money into it. Example: John, a fictional example, followed the first law of gold for a year and saved $10,000. However, he hastily invested in stocks and real estate based on TV ads and hearsay. Within months, he lost most of his money because he didn't understand these investments. The takeaway: instead of blindly investing, John should have sought guidance from experts or invested in areas where he had knowledge. Pro tip: always do your due diligence. If an investment opportunity seems too good to be true, it probably is. Never rush into a deal without fully understanding the risks and potential rewards. Avoid get-rich-quick schemes. The fifth law cautions against chasing unrealistic returns or trusting schemers and gamblers. The principle: gold flees the man who would force it to impossible earnings, or who follows the alluring advice of tricksters and schemers. The modern lesson: building wealth takes time and effort. Avoid shortcuts. Example: after losing his savings, John decided to gamble in Las Vegas to recover his losses quickly. As expected, he ended up losing even more money. This highlights the dangers of desperation and poor financial decisions. Key advice: stay disciplined and patient. Real wealth is built through consistent saving, wise investing, and avoiding unnecessary risks. Instead of looking for quick fixes, focus on sustainable strategies that build lasting wealth. Timeless lessons from Babylon. The 5 laws of gold offer a blueprint for financial stability. Pay yourself first. Save at least 10% of your income. Make your money work for you. Invest in opportunities that generate passive income. Seek wisdom before investing. Consult experts and avoid uninformed decisions. Avoid unfamiliar ventures. Stick to investments you understand. Steer clear of quick schemes. Be patient and disciplined. These lessons have stood the test of time, helping millions build wealth. Why these lessons matter today. In our fast-paced, consumer-driven world, it's easy to fall into financial traps like overspending or chasing risky investments. The lessons from the richest man in Babylon remind us to prioritize long-term growth and stability over instant gratification. Practical steps to get started. Set up automatic savings. Use apps or bank features to transfer 10% of your paycheck to a separate account. Educate yourself. Read books, take courses, or follow trusted financial advisors to improve your understanding of money management. Network with experts. Surround yourself with people who have achieved financial success and learn from their experiences. Additionally, practice patience and consistency. Building wealth is a marathon, not a sprint. By implementing these principles, you can create a more secure financial future for yourself and your family. Conclusion: a path to wealth. The parables in The Richest Man in Babylon may be ancient, but their wisdom is timeless. By following the 5 laws of gold, you can build a solid foundation for financial freedom and success. Call to action. Which of these laws will you start practicing today? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more wealth-building tips and insights.
If I ask you this question, who is currently the most powerful tech CEO in the world, I'm pretty sure your answer would either be Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, or Jeff Bezos. Or you might even say Sundar Pichai, the CEO of Google. But sorry folks, your answer would be wrong. Sure, each of these guys has taken a turn at being the alpha dog in the tech industry, but none of them can claim this title right now. So, who is he? In this video, we'll reveal to you the new tech CEO currently ruling the tech world quietly. I know it's a bit shocking that Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos and Mark Zuckerberg have been pushed out of the helm of leadership in the tech world, but if you think about it, it does make some sense. I mean, Musk is now a polarizing figure. Zuckerberg sold the world a social media dream that, frankly speaking, has turned into a nightmare, and Jeff Bezos ejected himself from being Amazon CEO simply because he has a new dream of making rockets, and he also wants to frolic around with his fiancée on his yacht. But if that's what makes him happy, good for him. Anyway, the point is that at the beginning of 2023 there was a vacancy in who would claim the title of boss of the tech world, and when ChatGPT was released, it seemed Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI, might claim the title. But he didn't, because he hasn't been in the game for a long time. However, the AI boom of 2023 has brought a new guy to the head of the tech table, and he did it without the usual fanfare. You can even say that he slipped into the ranks. This man is none other than the CEO of tech company Nvidia, Jensen Huang, and yes, he is the new boss in town. Jensen Huang has never been among the top 5 richest people in the world like Elon, nor is he a household name like Bezos or Zuckerberg, but his company Nvidia currently beats Tesla, Facebook and Amazon by far in terms of valuation, earning him a place in the trillion-dollar club, a club with only 6 members whose companies are all valued above the trillion-dollar mark. And the reason for all this is that Huang is a patient monopolist who saw the future of artificial intelligence 10 years ago, took advantage of it, and is currently reaping the rewards. But first, how did it all start? Jensen Huang was born in 1963 in Taipei, Taiwan, where he spent the first 10 years of his life. However, in 1973, Huang's parents decided to send Huang and his brother to live with their aunt and uncle in the US due to the social unrest in Southeast Asia at the time, before relocating to the US themselves. According to Huang's 2002 interview with Wired, this period was an interesting time in his life because his aunt and uncle, who were also immigrants, mistakenly sent Jensen and his brother to Oneida Baptist Institute in Kentucky, a reform school instead of a prep school. Although the kids were tough, sometimes entering into fights with pocket knives, Huang admitted he loved it there. Eventually, Huang and his brother moved on to Oregon to join their parents, where he graduated from Aloha High School. In 1984, Jensen received his first degree in electrical engineering from Oregon State University, and according to him, that was the perfect year to graduate because the first Mac computers had just been released, ushering in a new era in personal computing. After graduation, Huang worked in a variety of roles at LSI Logic and Advanced Micro Devices, both of which were chip companies soon after he bagged a master's degree in electrical engineering from Stanford University in 1992 and left LSI to build Nvidia. At 30 years old, Huang drafted the paperwork for Nvidia with 2 of his friends, Chris Malachowski and Curtis Priem, at Denny's restaurant in San Jose, California, in 1993. It was the same restaurant where Huang worked part-time when he was still a student, and the introverted and shy Huang learned how to be more outgoing. The idea was to create a company that built graphic chips for personal computers, which was quite fantastic, but the process of getting funding was not easy, so for the next 6 months, the 3 friends gathered together and did nothing except talk and have lunch. Eventually, the company was incorporated with $200 each, giving them a 20% stake in the company. The company's main product is its graphics processing unit, also called a GPU, a circuit with a powerful microchip at its core. When Nvidia first started, the company only sold these GPUs to video gaming companies, and everything was going well, at least as well as it could for a small startup until the year 1997, when the company almost went broke. At the time, Nvidia was working on an order from Sega, a key player in the gaming industry, to build graphics chips for its gaming console. However, Microsoft unveiled a new texture mapping approach that would make Nvidia's product incompatible with Windows 95. This was a blow to the company because it was barely surviving and needed the money from Sega to keep floating. but Microsoft's announcement meant that it had to go broke instantly by stopping production of the card, or go broke later by building an inferior product that wouldn't bring much sales. However, Huang refused to give up, and he thought about a third option, which was calling the CEO of Sega to tell him Nvidia would no longer work on the order, and humbly requested full payment, which didn't even make sense. But somehow Huang did just that, and surprisingly it worked. Sega paid in full even though Nvidia didn't fulfill its part, and according to Huang, he still doesn't know why the CEO of Sega agreed. But whatever the reason, that payment was enough to sustain the company for the next 6 months. 2 years later, in 1999, the year Nvidia went public, the company unleashed the GeForce 256, a graphics processing unit that not only opened new possibilities for the tech world, but also placed Nvidia on a path to greatness. Nvidia's GPUs did not just revolutionize the gaming world, they also changed the game for computer-aided designs, mobile devices, and scientific computing, which Huang began to market in 2006. Then came 2013, when Huang, based on promising research from the computer scientific community, decided to bet Nvidia's future on artificial intelligence, which had disappointed investors for decades. Brian Catanzaro, the lead researcher for deep learning at Nvidia, later stated that he had doubts at the time, but 10 years later, Huang's bet had paid off. 2023, the year of artificial intelligence, unlocked the vast potential of Nvidia's GPUs for powering AI software. And as every tech company is jumping into the AI revolution, Nvidia is right in the middle of it. One Wall Street analyst put it like this: there's a war going on out there in AI, but there's only one arms dealer, Nvidia. What this means is that instead of manufacturing chatbots or any AI products such as Tesla's self-driving cars, Nvidia produces the chips that make these AI products possible. And since AI is here to stay, Nvidia is not going anywhere either. It's no wonder that when it was revealed that the game-changing ChatGPT chatbot was trained on an Nvidia supercomputer, it spurred the largest single-day gains in stock market history. In June 2023, the company hit the $1 trillion market capitalization mark, making it the 6th most valuable company in the world. However, 9 months later in March 2024, Nvidia took the tech world by surprise by hitting and surpassing the $2 trillion market capitalization, thereby beating Amazon to become the 3rd most valuable US publicly traded company. And the amazing thing is that it's showing no sign of stopping. This gain is also translated into the net worth of Jensen Huang, which soared to $81 billion, making him the 20th richest person in the world. So Jensen Huang may not be the richest guy in the world with a company whose product is a household name, but his foresight into the AI revolution has certainly paved the way for him to be the most powerful tech CEO in the world. At least for now, until someone else rises to claim that title. What do you think about Jensen Huang? Do let us know in the comment section below, and remember to like, subscribe to, and share this video.
She's cute, she's timeless, and she's everywhere. For nearly 5 decades, and Hello Kitty has been a household name, winning hearts across generations and continents. But how did a simple character with no mouth become a cultural icon and a multi-billion-dollar brand? Today, we're taking a closer look at Hello Kitty's journey, from her humble beginnings to her global domination, and what makes her more relevant than ever as she approaches her 50th anniversary. Hello Kitty was born in 1974 in Japan, created by designer Yuko Shimizu for the company Sanrio. The idea was simple: design a character that would bring joy and positivity to everyday items. Her first appearance was on a vinyl coin purse, and alongside her image was a message: you can never have too many friends. Little did anyone know, this simple design would lay the foundation for one of the most beloved brands in history. Why London? Sanrio wanted Hello Kitty to have an international appeal, reflecting the fascination with Western culture in Japan at the time. By the 1980s, Hello Kitty wasn't just a Japanese phenomenon, she was going global. Sanrio began licensing her image internationally, and products like school supplies, handbags, and even toys became wildly popular. In the United States, Hello Kitty gained popularity among young girls thanks to dedicated stores and partnerships with retailers. By the 1990s, celebrities like Mariah Carey adopted Hello Kitty as a fashion statement, giving the brand a whole new level of coolness. Hello Kitty didn't stop at toys and school supplies. By the early 2000s, she had evolved into a lifestyle brand. From high-end collaborations to themed restaurants and even airplanes, Hello Kitty was everywhere. One of the keys to Hello Kitty's success is her versatility. Sanrio tailored her appeal to different age groups. Children loved her as a cute companion. Teens embraced her as a playful fashion statement, and adults saw her as a nostalgic icon. Her ability to adapt to trends and stay relevant across generations has been a hallmark of the brand's strategy.
Hello Kitty isn't just a character, she's a financial powerhouse. Today, the brand generates over $7 billion in annual revenue, making it one of the highest grossing fictional characters in the world. But how did she get there? Sanrio's genius lies in its licensing model. Instead of manufacturing all Hello Kitty products, Sanrio licenses the character to companies across the globe, from fashion giants like Levi's to fast food chains like McDonald's. This approach allowed Hello Kitty to reach diverse markets and industries, solidifying her as a global icon. In Japan, Hello Kitty became a symbol of kawaii, or cute culture. Her image represents positivity, kindness, and simplicity, resonating deeply with Japanese values. But Hello Kitty's appeal isn't limited to Japan. She's been featured in museums, art installations, and even her own theme parks, like Sanrio Puraland and Harmonyland. For fans around the world, Hello Kitty isn't just a product. They see her as a symbol of friendship and happiness. As Hello Kitty approaches her 50th anniversary, the brand shows no signs of slowing down. Sanrio has big plans to celebrate this milestone, including limited edition products, collaborations, and even digital innovations. The brand is also embracing the digital age, with Hello Kitty expanding her presence in gaming, social media, and even the metaverse. Hello Kitty's enduring appeal lies in her ability to adapt to changing times while staying true to her core message: you can never have too many friends. Hello Kitty's journey offers valuable lessons for brands and entrepreneurs. Her success is built on adaptability, emotional connection, and the power of collaborations. She's more than just a cartoon. Hello Kitty is a cultural ambassador, a lifestyle brand, and a global phenomenon that proves the power of simplicity and charm. From a small coin purse in 1974 to a global empire, Hello Kitty's journey is nothing short of extraordinary. As she turns 50, one thing is clear: her legacy of friendship and joy will continue to inspire generations to come. Thank you for joining us on this journey through Hello Kitty's incredible story. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Epic Wealth Tales for more stories about the world's most iconic brands. What's your favorite Hello Kitty memory? Share it in the comments below.